Hello everyone, I'm Michaela Kathleen, and in today's video I'm doing the engagement book tag because over the New Year's I got engaged. So jumping right in, the first question on the engagement book tag is The Proposal, a book that surprised you with how much you loved it. And for me, that would be A Man Called Uva by Frederick Bachman. I got this one from the exchange wall at the local library, and it was kind of slim pickings that day. None of the books looked like they were really in my wheelhouse, and so I just kind of picked this one up on a whim. The back cover out of the options kind of sounded the best, although not really my style of book, and so I went into this with pretty low expectations. I was like, I'll give it a try, but I don't know if I'm gonna like it, and I loved it. I love Uva so much. He's one of my favorite characters. I just reread this one this year and read another Bachman, which I didn't like as much, but I still love his writing so much that I am still on the Bachman train and definitely planning to try even more. Prompt number 2 is yes. What is a book that you immediately knew would be a 5-star read? And that one for me is Three Dark Crowns by Kendar Blake. I just immediately fell in love with this fantasy world. It was so atmospheric. It takes place on an island, which I really like island fantasies. It's so dark and gritty and good, and I loved all the characters. The characters were so interesting. Unfortunately, the series as a whole was a bit of a roller coaster, but I knew immediately and still would rate this first one at 5 stars. Prompt number 3 is The Fiancé. What is your partner's favorite book? And for both me and him, that is the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. The Harry Potter series is what got me into reading, and my partner is not a huge reader himself, and so this was kind of one of the few full series that he has read and would be willing to reread. So yeah, this is a series that we kind of bonded over a bit, and we both love it a lot. Prompt number 4 is The Ring, Symbol of Eternal Love. What is a book that you always turn to? And for me, that is The Last Book in the Universe by Rodman Philbrick. This is my second favorite book of all time, and it's super short, so super easy to reread, so I reread it quite often. Next, prompt number 5 is The Engagement, Becoming a Team. Name a favorite fictional couple. And one of my favorite fictional couples is Kaz and Inej from Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I love these characters both so much individually, and I just want them to be happy and together. They're both so damaged, which makes them not fully able to commit to each other, and it's so sad, and I just want them to be together and happy. And finally, prompt number 6 is The Future. What book on your TBR are you most excited for? Which I had this question on another tag that I did very recently, and on that one I answered Leviathan by Scott Westerfeld, which is coming up very soon on my TBR. So in the interest of having a little variety, since I just answered that one recently, I'm gonna go with one that is much further down on my TBR, but that I am still so excited for, and that is Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. This one, the premise reminds me a lot of Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, which is one of my favorite books, and so I am very excited for this one. And also our main character in this one is a comic book illustrator and writer, and some of her artwork is in the book, so I think that's super exciting and cool. So even though this one's probably still a long way off, I just can't wait. So that was it for the engagement book tag. I hope you enjoyed watching, and now on to the quote for today's video, which today I have one from the poet Emily Berry, and it goes, "Love, I woke in an empty flat, to a bad new government. It was cold, the fridge was still empty, my heart, that junkie, was still chomping on the old fuel. Today, it's hot water bottles and austerity breakfast, and my toast burns in protest. Later, I will call you to tell you about the worrying new developments and about how I am writing my first political poem, which is also, always, about my love for you. Thanks for watching. Remember, words matter.